Okay, see, Motorola is one of those brands that does things sometimes a bit too differently. And if you used the phone before, you probably already know about Edge. It is the most popular series, and this new one, Motorola Edge 70 Pro, feels like one of those decisions because on paper it looks really solid. LPDDR5X RAM, UFS 4.1 storage, 50 megapixel camera. But then you start noticing what's not there, and that's where things get interesting. Now the thing is, the Pro in Motorola Edge series has actually been doing really well. So we went out and took photos at the night at Delhi Heart Cotton Fest, gamed on this phone, tested it so we could tell you more than a boring unboxing. So the real question is, what exactly Motorola trying to do with this phone, and more importantly, did they get it right this time? Pratik, TechWiser, let's freaking go. So this time the box looks different. It has this FIFA 2026 cover because Motorola is the official sponsor of FIFA 2026. By the way, who are you supporting this year and why it is not Messi? Now underneath this cover, the box is just like other Motorola phones. Inside you get the phone, a 90-watt fast PD charger, Type-C to Type-C cable, some paperwork, SIM ejector tool, and since this is a PD charger, it can also charge other laptops as well. Now, before we get to the camera part, here are 4 interesting things about the Motorola Edge 70 Pro. Now, at first glance, it looks similar to Motorola's this year's flagship, Motorola Signature. It has a slight texture on the back, and mostly it feels smooth, like it is one of those textures that you used to get on that image changing scale in childhood. Now, jokes aside, the back has this smooth satin finish, which is kind of a first time in smartphone. Like I've either seen a polycarbonate back or a vegan leather back or a glass back. And just like the Signature series, the cameras are on a separate island and they are slightly raised. And out of all the colors, I like this color. It's called Pantone T color. It gives this premium vibe, and there are other color options as well. Also, each color comes with a different finish and touch to have a unique feel. Now, the moment you hold the phone in the hand, it feels very light. It weighs around 184 grams. Plus, the phone feels very slim to hold because you see it has these rounded corners as well as the frame is slightly curved, so the phone feels slimmer than it actually is. Now for those accidental drops, the Edge 70 Pro comes with a military grade protection, so it can actually take a bit of a fall. Plus it comes with IP68 plus IP69 rating, so from water splashes to heavy water jets, it can handle all of that. And it's not just the back, even on the front you get Corning Gorilla Glass 7 eye protection. Now that brings us to the second highlight of this phone, the display. The Edge 70 Pro has a 6.8-inch quad curved AMOLED display with like really thin bezels. Also the display here supports up to 144Hz refresh rate, but normally the display runs at 120Hz. 144Hz is only for selected games. And in this ugly Delhi heat, it's quite hot in Delhi, we used the phone outdoors and it is pretty bright enough, like for booking cabs, using maps for navigations under direct sunlight. It won't be a problem anywhere in India. Now in our content watching experience, I was watching Youth on Netflix. The display seems very good here, the color, sharpness, everything here is on point. Plus, the movie is also a must watch. Now, here is something interesting. See, if I go on Netflix and check playback specifications, it doesn't show HDR support. But when you play an actual HDR title, you can clearly see the HDR badge and the content plays in HDR. So I think this is kind of some bug, like it doesn't show HDR in Netflix, but it does trigger HDR in Netflix. Now, more than a display, I enjoyed the speakers. The Edge 70 Pro has dual stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos. Like, listen to this. Even the front-firing speaker is pretty loud. Like usually you see a 80-20 split between both the speakers, but this is like really good 60-40 split. Now, the third highlight of the phone is battery. The Edge 70 Pro comes with a 6500 mAh lithium-ion battery with silicon carbon anode, and you will not be disappointed with the battery life. In our short usage of all day clicking photos, watching content, playing game, it easily lasted me more than a day on a single charge. And talking about charging, it also charges up pretty fast. The phone supports 90-watt fast charging and you can top it up in around 45 minutes. Also, it supports NFC, so you can actually put your credit card or debit card and use tap to pay with it. Overall, you get good battery life and fast charging, which makes the daily experience much better. Now, the fourth thing is performance. Now, it comes with MediaTek Dimensity 8500 Extreme processor along with the fastest RAM and storage, which is an upgrade from last year's Motorola Edge 60 Pro. Honestly, for this price, UFS 4.1 is a big deal in this economy. Like all of this just to give you better performance. Now in benchmarks, first we ran the Antutu, which gives an overall score to the phone, and it scores about 21.56 lakh. If we compare it with the Edge 60 Pro side by side, that's big jump in performance. Next, in CPU throttling test, the graph was all green. Now in my day-to-day usage, the phone felt very smooth switching between apps or even using two apps side by side in split screen. It handles everything easily. Like I was reading articles on Chrome while watching YouTube videos and it managed both tasks smoothly. Then we pushed it further by playing Wuthering Waves. Now we played it for 30 minutes on the highest setting. Initially the gameplay was smooth, but after some time there was slightly stuttering and FPS dropped to around 25 to 30 range. range. Now it does come with a vapor cooling chamber, and over time the performance did recover and we got FPS back to above 40. So overall for light to medium tasks it performs really well, but for heavy gaming the game support is still missing and it can stutter a bit. Now coming to the juiciest part of a Motorola phone, the cameras. It comes with a dual camera setup. Sadly, there is no telephoto lens this time. Now we clicked 100 plus photos with this. In good daylight, the camera performs really well, and as per Motorola, it uses Pantone validated colors. And to the human eye, it looks vibrant but not oversaturated, like skin tones look natural. And even when you zoom in on those photos, you still get good details. Now we tested in some challenging situation and it handled those scenarios pretty well. Not just that, we clicked a lot of photos in low light as well, and honestly, the details were really good. Like in this image, because of AI powered clarity, even after zooming in, you can clearly see the time on my watch. And the light control colors are quite consistent, and even the skin tones look natural. Now talking about portraits, it can shoot up to 50mm portraits and the result looks really nice. Like the background blur looks natural and subject separation from the background is good. But sometimes the light control can get a bit inconsistent. Like in these two photos, they were taken in the same lighting condition, but one looks slightly overexposed while the other looks more balanced. Now coming to the 50 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, it captures pretty wide images. Now there is a slight color shift, but the output is fairly decent. Also, the 50 megapixel ultra wide angle camera doubles up as a macro camera. Now while using the camera app, I found this very interesting feature called frame match, and it solves a really legit problem. When you click photos of your friends, they come out fantastic and even they praise you like, bro, kya mast photo hai. But when your friend has to return the favor, this happens. Now with frame match, I can click a photo of his which locks the frame and position of the subject. Then your friend has to come and just match that. Now this year you get a 50 megapixel front selfie camera which also has autofocus. It clicks sharp selfies with good colors. Now coming to videos, the phone can record up to 4K 60 FPS from all the lenses, including the front camera as well. In fact, it can even record HDR videos from all the three lenses, and this is how the quality and stability looks like. Now so far things seems quite good, right? But what about the software? So this comes with Hello UI based on latest Android 16, and you'll instantly notice an improvement in animation. Like they're very subtle and smooth at different places. You get so many customization options, like on the lock screen you can choose between multiple clock styles, add widgets, etc. Also, Hello UI has tons of features like app lock, secure folder, AI wallpaper, and many other useful tools. And there's also Moto AI app which provides many practical features. One use case I found is that most of the apps on the phone send fluffy marketing notification and the notification shade gets crowded. So instead of you going through all those notifications one by one, you can just tap here on update me and it summarizes the important notification and removes all the fluff, and you get what you need. You also get a dedicated AI key, and tapping on it opens all the AI features. There's something called Image Studio where you can take your normal photo and AI turns it into a stylized avatar which you can easily share. You also get perplexity search built in, so if you quickly want to search something like top players with the most IPL matches, it gives you a clean and quick answer. And apart from all these upgrades, there is bloatware now. You get a glance notification on the lock screen. Plus you also see India's own Indus App Store built by PhonePe, but you can go here and disable it if you don't want it. Also you get 3 years of software update and 5 years of security updates. So this was all about the new Motorola Edge 70 Pro. Now in terms of pricing, the Edge 70 Pro starts from 38,999, but with bank discounts and everything, the price comes down to 36,999. And the sale starts on 29th April on Flipkart. Like last year, the Moto Edge 60 Pro was launched for around 33,000 rupees. So you see a good enough price bump of 4,000 to 5,000. Now coming back to the question, did Motorola get it right? Honestly, yeah, for the most part. This feels like a very solid all-rounder phone. Performance is good, battery life is strong, display, speakers, everything is sorted. But here's the thing, to achieve all of this in 2026, Motorola has to let go some of the things that were introduced in the mid-range segment, telephoto camera, wireless charging. In fact, AI also took away the fragrance inside the box. Damn you, cost cutting. And all of this is done to give you better performance, thanks to AI tax. Let us know if you want a long-term review of the Edge 70 Pro. On that note, this is Big signing off. See you in the next video. Pew pew pew.